The power company is at the end of the driveway, and they're having a hard time digging the hole deep enough to get their new pole in because we had a pole snap in this really heavy wind that we had today. So I'm trying to do a really quick switch out of the snow thrower and then put on the backhoe so that we can then help them dig a hole. I told them it was going to take a while. They had to be patient, so we'll see what happens. So first, I took off the top arm, and next I'm going to take off the two side lower arms, and then remove the hydraulics, and then we should be able to be done. Normally I'd put a pallet down, but all my pallets are stuck under 2 feet of snow. So these pins have one of these hooks on each side, so they can only go in from one side from the out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side over there. Then we'll remove the PTO and hopefully get the backhoe on, which has been by far the hardest thing to do so far on the tractor. Okay, second one out. So this is the hook here, so that it like hooks the outer sleeve of the PTO shaft, so that it's like a protection sleeve because it spins inside of there. So you put that hook on there just so that it doesn't spin the whole time. Next is taking off the PTO bar from the tractor, which has been unique on this one. A little harder than the other ones because it's not like a pin on the side. Some of them have this little pin on the left-hand side. This one, it's almost like how you put on a hydraulic hose, only 3-inch. So I push it towards the tractor, and I can get it to be where it clicks, and then I can pop it up. Oh, there it goes. All right, so we put it right up here, and we can hook it on. All right, get right on there, and that'll hold that up. And now we're gonna take the hydraulic lines off. I took this one off, and this one is off too. And now we're gonna try to hook up the backhoe. We've backed up into the backhoe, which is under the snow. Totally wouldn't be doing this time. And we have a new tent that we're gonna put this thing in so it doesn't get under the snow again, but we're not there yet. So anyway, first thing you gotta do is hook up the hydraulics, and then you can raise it up a little bit to hook it into the little groove that's in the front. And that'll maybe make a little more sense as we go along. This isn't necessarily the tutorial because this is the rush video to get this done for the power company. Sometimes it just won't go in right. It just won't. There's just a little bit of hydraulic pressure still left in there, and you just can't, no matter what you do, force it in. So this has happened to us in the past. We got this kit. We'll have to put a link for this because it took us a while to figure this out. The idea is this is supposed to allow you to take the hydraulic pressure out of your lines without like hitting it. Because one time I hit it with a hammer, and as you can imagine, it broke, and we had to end up getting it repaired. It made a little sound like, right? And that, now you can see there's a lot of hydraulic fluid coming out. So that's gonna hopefully be it. Oh, it went right in. Oh my gosh, that just saved us so much frustration. All right, now let's see if we can get the backhoe hooked on. So what we found out, and just, you know, unfortunately, we haven't been down this road. We've only put the backhoe on one time. So we were putting it on this lower one, A, and I think it actually has to go on B. Again, because we're not sure. This is just our hypothesis. A allows it to float back and forth. B locks into place, up or down. And we believe it's that lock that it needs to do for the backhoe. So tractor relief tool again. Oh, so works so well. I can't get over how well that works. It's like a dream. So you click it on, and it's very loose, and then you tighten this here until this little top comes down and just presses on the hydraulic nipple or whatever it's called. And it releases the pressure. Unscrew it. Go right here. You can see that now there's no pressure behind that pin, so it makes it actually a lot easier to put into place. See that? That wouldn't happen without doing that. All right, then always cover up your hydraulic ports on the bottom, and then let's put this away and let's see if we get it to work. Right now we have the positions back here, A, B, and C. Those are your rear hydraulic hookups, the female ends on the 4 female hydraulic hookups on the back. Okay, so what we'll do here is we have this one it's locked in forward. We're gonna put it to the back, which I think I just heard it engage, and I believe that was the backhoe. So let's see. Troubleshooting continues. We went back and looked at old pictures of when we had this on last time, and we actually had red on the left. So what we will be doing is switching this one to red right after this. But if that's the case, we're gonna try switching them and see if that works. All right, we're gonna try red left before we switch that color to the right for forever. All right, I'm gonna start it up. Let's see what happens. All right, that did it. Now we can actually put the backhoe up in the air. Okay, so I was able to get everything on, and it's really difficult to get this up and into the right groove. But as soon as you do, it's made to go right into it. So what I did was I kind of used the bucket a little bit to pull it right there to the right angle, and then I kind of leveled it out with the legs. And these right here, these are the stabilizer legs that come down for the backhoe, and this is the bucket right here. I kind of just used it to pull this whole thing up. And now, you see right here, this groove can slide into there. Now the question I have though is if you can slide into the front as well. Because over here, it has to, this part here has to slide right in. You see how it has these guides that'll guide you right into this. But I think I just have to pull it up just a teeny bit more is what I can see there. Now that we have it into both the front and the back, sorry we couldn't record it. I need a little extra help because we had to maneuver the backhoe while we were doing this. The next piece is putting these two pins in right here, right? And then there's one on the other side over here. But we went all the way out there. We got the backhoe on, everything was successful. It just took a while to dig it out of the snow and to figure out which port. So by the time we got out there, they had already hand dug it, but he said it would be great if we filled in the hole afterwards. So we're gonna let them finish their work, and then maybe tomorrow we'll go out and fill in the hole with them. So what we did learn though is that we can quickly, 30 minutes or so, get the backhoe on. And I bet you by the time we've done it 10 times, it'll get down to, 10, 15 minutes, and it'll be no big deal. So at least now we know which side has to go on which hydraulic, which we're gonna switch, red, right. It just seems to make sense. We switch it and then have to look back because we get it wrong, but it'll go well. All right, backhoe's on. Let's hope it doesn't snow again so we don't have to put the snow thrower on.